So hey guys, today we have Donla with us, and
Hi.
Donla is one of my colleagues. We both work at Studio Driving School for quite a long time now. On today's video, we're gonna do some bay parking.
Let's go.
I'm gonna show you how I do it. She's gonna show you how she does it. I'm also gonna show you like how I teach my students how to do it. I think like my style is the easiest way. I'm gonna set my seatbelt and mirrors and stuff, so everything is already being set. So what I use as a reference point is like any of the bay lines, like any of the white lines. It's just my preference. I'm gonna close one eye and then make sure that one of these white lines will come exactly over there. So I'm gonna make a line here. When that line comes, like when I sit straight, right, literally between those markers, I will go full lock left. If I do that, it will end up in the third bay. To start, if you don't know how to do this is a very easy way to start. Any of the white lines should be in the middle of the window. And then from here, if I go full lock left, so this will be bay 1. Whatever bay you're gonna get your reference point, that's gonna be your bay 1. You always skip a bay, so you always end up in the third bay. That's how I do it. Some bays are bigger, some bays are smaller, so the reference point might be on the line or be out the line. How are we gonna fix it if you are slightly out of the line? Because not every car is the same, and not every car has the same reference point. In your car, practice a couple of reference points first, and then use that reference point, whatever reference point they work. We're also gonna show you how to fix it. So first thing first, I'm gonna keep my wheel nice and straight. I'm gonna get my reference point, so my reference point will be like about there. You just want to make sure that you do it nice and safe. So I'm gonna look around me, and I'm gonna go full up left. And while I'm going full up left, I'm gonna keep looking around me because I just want to make sure that I don't hit nobody. And I'll keep it nice and slowly. Well, I always use like crawling pace, like no rush. I can see it by two things. So if you have a car with a camera, you can see that the car is inside the bay. If you don't have a camera, there is those small blind spot mirrors which you can buy on eBay. From this point, I'm gonna make my wheel straight. And while I'm looking around me, I can see from the small round mirrors, both mirrors, I can actually see that I'm inside the bay. Make sure I don't touch the curb, but I want to be as close as possible towards the curb so that I know that proper inside the bay, even from the front. So I would stop about there. I can see it from the camera. I can also see it from the small round mirror how far you are. And if you're not sure, what you could do is just make sure you put in neutral, handbrake up, you could take your seatbelt off, and then have a quick glance. Seatbelt back on again.
I think we've got very similar ways. Like you said, the crawling pace, the pace in which to do it is very important because the slower you move, the less chance you've got of error. And if you do make an error, the easier it is to rectify it. What I do with my students is after they've done it a couple of times, I will give them a bay that I want them to park in. So I'll say, right, I want you to park in 1, 2, 3. I want you in that bay. And I'll leave them to find the reference point and to get into the specific bay that I've asked them to.
Let's pretend like I messed up and I've completely got a wrong reference point. No problem. So I'm gonna keep looking around me. I'm gonna mess up on purpose. So I'm gonna be on the line. Keep looking around me. I'm gonna keep the same pace. And I can see from the mirror and I can see from the camera, I am nowhere near inside the line. Okay, so I can see like I'm in 2 bays. You're gonna get a ticket, so don't get tickets, guys. How are we gonna fix it? So what we're gonna do is like, I would steer one whole turn to the right, and I will edge maybe, I would say 2 meters forward. 2 meters is like 2 door lengths roughly. 2 very big steps.
I say halfway out the bay.
1 and 2, and I go forward about 2 meters. Once I did that, I'm gonna do exactly opposite. So I'm gonna turn straight first, exactly opposite, and I will move for 2 meters again. 1 and 2. And then when you see you're straight, you're gonna make your wheel straight again by going 1 lock back to the right. I'm inside both bays. I'm gonna reverse back nice and straight. That's how I fix it. How do you fix it?
So if I came back in a reverse, I would fully lock.
Just full locks all the way right?
Yeah, all the way right.
And how much do you go forward?
I would watch my mirrors really. So after I saw my line at my back wheel, then I know, right, I'm back into being in 1 bay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go right until I see the line?
Yeah, until you see the line, and then I would straighten up from there.
From here, I will straighten up?
Full lock left, and then when you're straight, I would stop.
Yeah.
Then straighten the wheel.
Straighten the wheel.
And then go straight back.
And get the reverse back. That worked. You can see I moved in the bay and I'm inside the bay.
I would move until I can see the line, know where you are. We'll just have a look at the position. In our mind, we can see how we look from the outside. We're inside the car, so you know, if you don't have a camera, you can't see what
you don't see what's this. But like, I really like this one too. But everyone has like a different way of doing this maneuver. Let us know in the comment below what the best way for you is, but I find this one of the best ways.
When my students do it this way, especially if they've experienced it before, they're always like, no, it can't be that easy.
Yeah, whenever like I show them this trick, everyone will be like, wow.
Because everybody be like, oh, I heard that this one was the hardest. I've actually had one of my students, teach one of his peers
Yeah.
who's been driving for ages how to do it because they struggled with it, and he just showed them. He said, do it like this, do it like this, and obviously they didn't believe him because he's not a driver yet.
Yeah, I think this is just the easiest way, guys. So
If you think you know a better way, please let us know in the comment below.
Easy.
Make sure you like, subscribe. See you guys next time. Take care.
Yeah. See you again.